wide body.
Oh no!
Yeah, dog.
It's floating.
Hi, I'm Adam C and welcome to my Nissan 350Z, and today the first show that we're heading to is going to be, well, normally a very exciting one, but the weather today can only be described as British. Very, very British. Now I'm heading down to what is a bi-weekly car meet. Normally loads of cars attend, including TVRs and classics and supercars, but today's weather might not provide that. It's not quite as much. Am I turning off here? Yes, I am. So I'm going down to Portsmouth by the port of Portsmouth, and then afterwards I'm heading up to Fuji JDM's meet, which is at the top of Portsmouth, so the top of the mouth of the port, at Portsdown Hill. The down of the port to the top of the mouth of the port. There's a Civic Type S with some stickers, the S obviously standing for stickers. Right, so I can see a classic Mini, it's not in there. So there are a few cars that have braved the weather. Some VXR8s, there's a Santa sleigh on the back of a fire engine. Morning. Sorry? So it's my first time here, I didn't know. So admittedly, I didn't really know much about the meets, but I got to the entrance and he just kind of put his hand up and said, it's too new, I'm afraid. And I was looking ahead of me at the two Vauxhall VXR8s, so I was like, you sure about that? But apparently it's for classic cars basically, or American or over 400 brake. I could have lied and said this is like 1,000 brake horsepower with a GTR engine and turbos, but no. So first of all, this very dim and blue car park is essentially the Overflow, which is where some of the non-criteria fitting cars get to. And here we've got the Volkswagen T5 on Steelies, looking very classic considering it's a 64 plate, 2014, so obviously he wasn't allowed in, as with the Golf R32, who is next to him with bronze wheels. We've also got a Vectra with a bit of a sticker showcase. If you're happy and you know it, clap your... Oh. I think an attempt of repair has been made. You've got the holes ready to repair it, the boots are different colour to the rest of the car, even the light still has writing on it from the scrapyard.
Weight saving, weight saving.
There's a German V8 combo C63 with RS5. Oh, it looks like we've got some kind of Maloo ute coming in. We've also got this Ford Focus with the Ford branding up the side of it. There is the VXR8 ute. Let's find a path through the forestation. Check that out. Love a ute. The Maloo ute. Ooh. Now before we have a look at the cars in the main part of the show, I'd like to give a quick shout out to this video's sponsor, which is Y-Food. They have provided me with their fresh berry flavoured bottle, which is a substitute for a whole meal. So because it's a bit early today, there's nowhere to get food around here, this will be my breakfast, but of course it can be breakfast, lunch or dinner. There are enough nutrients in this one bottle to keep you full for between 3 to 5 hours, so this will last both of the shows today. And this December, Y-Food are allowing you to try their taster pack with a range of flavours with 15% off for December only. Just follow the link in the description below using the code ADAM15 to try yours out. I have to say they have been very useful for myself whilst attending all these car shows that I go to. So thanks for Y-Food for sponsoring today's video again for my convenience, and now onwards to the cars of the show. So here are the aforementioned fire engines. The one on the end is in a very Christmassy, festive spirit with its Christmas lights on show. There's a monkey, a Christmas monkey inside, and on the rear Santa has, I'd say, crashed into it. That is a sleigh. How very inconvenient for the kids. So here we have a 400 brake horsepower American classic Peugeot from the 1980s next to the Maloo Ute and the VXR8s. Then we've got the Fiesta with the spotlights. The Fiesta has its MOT certificate on display, displaying its 23,000 miles, and a collection of classic Mini Coopers. This one has got a veteran livery down the side of it. The bonnet is ajar. It's debumpered on the back with the central exit exhaust. We've got the Clubman van next to it, and a lineup of 3 socially distanced bread vans. Next along we've got 2 Ford Mustangs. We've got the very vibrant orange with black stripes modern Mustang next to the slightly older I quite like these shapes. And over here, obviously we've got the turquoise Brave wheels on the Polo bread van and the Mini Cooper there. And right on the end, we've got this Mark I Ford Escort wide body with yellow headlights and grey wheels to match the grey two-tone paint job and a TVR logo on the side. So presumably a Rover V8. The sign inside says only members of one household or bubble may gather to view this vehicle at any one time. On further inspection, we've got the very wide central tunnel and narrow cockpit. Much like a TVR Chimera, it's a TVR Tasman. Huh. So for those who don't know, the Tasman was the TVR Wedge, so the car that I used to have before my Cobra. So this used to be a TVR Wedge, and it's had an Escort Mark I shell put on top instead, and it still retains its presumably 3.5 litre Rover V8. The chassis, wheelbase, car underneath and everything else, running gear, and presumably a lot else is a TVR Wedge. Well, next we have a Renault 25 limousine. It actually says limousine on the back of it. When was the last time? I don't think I've ever seen a Renault 25 limousine, let alone a Renault 25 at a car meet. But yes, that TVR Wedge with a fiberglass Escort shell is fantastic. So it was a 1986 TVR Tasman 350i Wedge, just over 200 horsepower. That's fantastic. Oh no, I like this umbrella. I was running through a skyline and this happened. Thank you. It's an R33 with, oh, it's a bit of a drift spec. Lovely. Here is the R33 with the sneaky eye on the side. It seems it used to have a camo livery that might have had some pink in it, and it's now been taken off. We've got the carbon bonnet. We've also got a Triumph TR6 that has turned up, and a Porsche Cayman, which I don't believe to have over 400 brake. Oh, we've got another Mustang, this one with purple headlights, tackling the speed bump. And now we have the FN2 Type R arriving. So the next car meet is actually up there, where those lights are at the top of the hill. That's where we're going next. Now we have a new arrival, a Mercedes A-Class, as driven by a dog. He barks. Hello! So much like the next meet we're going to head off to, we have created a little JDM section here. I'm in a sandwich with Civic Type R's as bread. I've got another Civic a few cars down. That looks very nice. I like that. So we've now ventured down to the boat show. We've got the Rinker Fiesta V270. We have the Tequila Sport 360. And the police have turned up in their Sir Cecil Smith. We've got the Scotch Mischief. Look at it go. It's the Suju 2. Salt's Dragon 2. Why all these boats sequels? I mean, what happens to Part 1? Do they all sink? She's been living in an uptown world. So we're getting a little bit devoid of car content, but that's because we're waiting for the next meet to start, which is soon, so we'll be heading there in a little bit. It's just up that hill. But now we have an ocean. Very rough waters today. There are some birds. Sorry, I disturbed the birds. How did you do that? So whilst my mates are photographing the poo on the back of my car, we're going to head up to the top of the hill, to the Portsmouth Hill Fuji JDM meet. So onwards. I mean, in this country we just have to get used to this poor weather, which is why we still go to car meets in the rain. It's crazy, but it's just how we live. So on me right, I've got the whole view of Portsmouth and where we just were, and ahead we are approaching, I hope, the location for the car meets that we're going to next. Welcome back to Portsmouth Hill. Good morning. I think all the people were laughing at the bird poo on the boot of my car. So here we are at the top of the windy hill. The M2 that was at the previous meet has just arrived with the Z4 behind it. We've got a Bentley with a body kit in rose gold. The Evo is having an identity crisis. He thinks it's an Evo 8. The Nismo is parking up next to the white R34 Skyline and the Seat. We've also got a Subaru who seems to have just put some wide arches on, hasn't quite finished the whole kit. I mean, if we come around here, the wheels, yep, they're gone. And it's floating.
crashing.
Ah, he's crashed into the ground. He's so low that that's happened. He's eating gravel, the S14. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. We've got a combo with my hoodie. Yes, Brian's car from Fast and Furious in the form of the Mercedes SLK. We've also got the 350Z. We've got the Civic Type R, Peugeot, and let's have a look at the Mercedes. It has even been debadged, so we think that it is actually a Supra. So the SLK has a colour-coded diffuser with its exhaust over there. You've even got the grills down the side on the arch as well. So next on we've got the 306 GTI, we've got the Peugeot 505 and the 206 revving. This section is actually another car meet. This is run by the South Downs French Car Club. Here is the 370Z that's turned up, which actually has the same 5-inch exhaust tips as me. It's quite a loud one as well, and it's got these pretty nice wheels with Nissan written inside the dish. Oh, much in blue Nissan Z with blue tip friends. We've got a couple of cars leaving, the IS200s, an Astra, and there's an E36 with a skeleton on its front grille. He is tackling the speed bumps. Wait for it. Yeah, the skeleton's a bit stuck in the grille. We've also got a twin exhaust bay window camper, and opposite we've got the Mark 1 MX-5 wide body with the octopus on the dashboard.
Hello mates, how are you doing?
Oh, look at them go. You see, I wasn't the only one to favour the first event first and then come back to Portsmouth Hill. The bread vans have arrived. Oh, the weather's grim. Wide body MX-5. Oh no, I've acquired some more bird droppings on the front now. Thank you. But as a few of the cars have left, we're going to head off now. We're going to go into town, do a bit of shopping, and then go to another meet this evening. So I'll see you in a bit.
Row.
You're not getting very far, mate. It's pretty stationary. He's dressed up for the festive season. That is brave. How to find the proper stuff. Wow, they are massive. Party trick. Oh. Very good. Very, very good. Mark's got some fans. Put the neons on! We've got a BMW 2002. We've got a Daihatsu Copen. We've got a red E-Type V12 and a red F-Type V6. So here is Ace Café. There's a lot of cones and roadworks going on, unfortunately. We'll work our way around it. So here is the cafe with a few cars arriving. It's very dark, still a little bit wet as well, and I don't know what will turn up, but we shall see. That's the excitement. We don't know what's going to be here. What? Is that a Supra? More arrivals. Very custom Focus RS. It's a Skyline. There it is. There's the Skyline. That's the one we saw. That is an R34 4-door pulling into the meet. So far, most of the cars are white in colour. We've got this S14 with its offset number plates. Lola's Groceries, the CLS, is leaving early. S15. Fantastic. Look at that. I don't think this is a purposely white cars only crew. So we've just had this Astra pull in with the pink heart wheels, which is also following the new trend of only washing half of your car. I've seen this on social media of people doing this on purpose. So checking out the Astra a little bit more, you can see the hearts in the wheels and the Louis Vuitton coat on the dog. There are some opportunities for arts tonight, including on the Sleepy Mr. 2. And around the corner we've got another orange car for the day. We've got this orange Toyota Supra with the very tall spoiler on the rear of it, and the BMW M6 also with a spoiler on the rear. Haven't seen a spoiler on an M6 before. So we've been waiting for arrivals, and we've just spotted in the dealership that's behind Ace Café, which is normally full of pretty bland cars, no offense to the cash guys, a Aston Martin Vanquish from California. I can't really see what kind of condition it's in. It's pretty dark, but it's just left on the forecourt. Oh, it's the Laudi. Yes, I remember the Laudi. It's not being very loudy at the moment. Wow, it's the Olympics of Ace Café. We just heard a large pop and bang from the tunnel. Subaru's revving as well, so we reckon some more cars are coming up the slip road and we'll be arriving in a bit. A Subaru leaving the meet. Oh, he's coming this way. Go on, Loudy, be a Loudy. Do a Loudy thing. It's a quiety today. I like those. The M6 with the spoiler is departing. There it is, downforcing itself. Ah, the flame. He's just waiting for a mate. No, he's going to launch it. It's the Supra. They're doing a wheelie with the neons. What on earth is that? That was hand brake from the T-Cross. S15 is moving. The Golf's doing everything. Off he goes. A45 is in stealth mode. I can't see him. Can you see him? I can't see him. It's not an A45. Content is being provided. M4. Oh, the wheelie. Alpina. Back-ish. Whoa! Noises from the Golf. They do echoing off everything. DHL versus Royal Mail. This looks fantastic. The black with the gold. Are they BBS? Replicas. BBS replicas, but even still, we love replicas on this channel. Oh, that is a burnout as well. I think they've got LSDs, those Jags, as well. They do have LSDs as standard. And another surprise of the day, we've got an R8. It is lit tonight. Ha 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 ha. R8's doing some small little blips, showing off the engine bay. Wait, what? Goodbye. Sketchy. Right. An acceleration without drift mode. Oh, it's doing a wiggle. Next up we have the green E36 Compact with their golden wheels and his welded diff departing the meet sedately and calmly and sensibly. Ish. Oh, satin gold. And finally we have the late arrival, the Audi R8 departing the meet, the last car of the day. So that was pretty much that. So 3 events in one day. Someone's doing Ascend down there. So there was 2 in Portsmouth and 1 at Ace Café. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Follow me on Instagram for the updates and highlights and information about these meets that I go to, all of them. But for now, thanks for watching.